Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something really quick and easy, just a bit like wintry sort of design, just because obviously it is getting that time now basically. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 2 coats of Peachy Nude on all 3 of these nails. Peachy Nude is a beautiful, believe it or not, peachy nude colour. Please ignore the state of my dry hands. Yeah, that's it. I don't have like a major explanation, just ignore it is all I was going to say. So yeah, we're just painting a coat of this, well, 2 coats of this over every nail. I'm using these nails because I have like a ridiculous amount of press-on nails, basically just lying around, so I just thought it'd be useful to actually use them instead of keep using those really expensive ones that I get from Amazon all the time. It would make sense to sort of try and get rid of some of these press-ons, and obviously this is the best way to do it. I definitely need to sort out my dry skin, it's getting a bit ridiculous. But basically the explanation for it is I had hand, foot and mouth. I think I mentioned it on my channel, but yeah, I did have hand, foot and mouth. It was a few weeks ago now, but my skin is still really dry from it. It is absolutely driving me mad, but I literally can't do anything about it. It just keeps peeling off. Obviously eventually it will stop, but for now we're just going to have to ignore it. Not ideal that obviously my hands are on camera all the time, but like I said, can't do anything about it. So just ignore it, it's fine. I haven't got any gloves, so I can't cover it up, ever so sorry. So yeah, I'm just going to do that on every nail really quick off camera because I'm literally just painting these with Peachy Nude, and then I'll be back when we can start the design. Okay, so just while they're curing, I'm going to create I'm going to be doing a glitter fade. So I'm going to create the colour that I want to use, because I'm going to be mixing 2 colours. So we've got Sugar Cookies. There we go, Sugar Cookies and Honey Gold here. So I'm just going to pop some of Sugar Cookies on my palette. It is beautiful colour. I'm just going to place that on. And then I'm going to put in some Honey Gold in as well, because Honey Gold is like a really nice like shimmer, so it just adds a bit of depth to the colour itself. So I'm just going to use a, what's it called, reusable orange wood stick to mix that together. I'm just making sure it's clean, so I'm just going to give that a good mix. You could actually mix some, I might do that actually, mix some actual glitter in. So I'm going to mix in some of these rare gold ultra soft shards from Sparkle Supplies UK because they are beautiful and I just feel like I need them in my life. So I'm just going to pick some up. I don't want loads, but I want enough for you to be able to see them. I'm just going to pop a few in, put the lid back on before I get them everywhere. Give that a mix so they're within the polish, all mixed up. Maybe a couple more. Oh god, I'm moving stuff. I'm just adding a little bit at a time instead of going crazy and adding loads, because I always end up adding too much, then I have to use more gel, and I just, yeah, get in a mess. Right, that's enough. I'm going to keep this next to me with some in my lid, and I can pick some up if I want some more. So I'm going to get one of my nails, and I'm going to use a brush that I use for glitter, because I don't want to contaminate brushes that I don't use for glitter with it. So I'm just going to give it a quick clean. It's only got gold glitter in it anyway, so it's not the end of the world. Just clean off my brush, and then I'm just going to sweep up, as you can see here, I'm just going to sweep some and place it on the free edge. Obviously you can do your fade from the top, the bottom, like whatever you want to do. Just going to dip into my shards and place them on top. And I'm just focused on getting that nice and good coverage on the very free edge. Placing some more shards on the top. And then once I've done that, it would be good if you could see. Once I've done that, I'm now going to get an ombre brush. Make sure it's clean for a start, and then I'm just going to use this to pull the glitter upwards. So let me just zoom in a little bit more so you can see better. I'm just going to use that to drag it up, basically. Not putting too much effort into the blend just yet. I'm just dragging in general first to get that spread out a bit. And then I can go in with my brush and really make sure it's blended out how I want it. Just going to ruffle that around a bit. Making sure that this area here is really concentrated with the glitter, because that's how you can get that good fade, is by having that really, really glittery. And then it will just fade out as it goes up the nail. Just want it a bit further up. Having different sizes of glitter in there really helps the fade as well. And then that shimmer really helps too. And then once I'm happy, I'm going to pop that into the lamp. It's very, very glittery. So that one's going into the lamp. We can do it again. I'll do the third one off camera just so you're not seeing the same thing over and over. Although I think I am going to do a full nail of it as well, so I might do that this time actually. So I'm just going to pick up my product and I'm just going to literally spread it over the whole nail. I don't want to completely cover the colour underneath, so I want it to be almost like a bit see-through. You want to be able to see those shards as well, because they are beautiful. Don't touch gel with your hands. Do as I say, not as I do, for goodness sake. And then I'm just spreading that around, getting it exactly where I want it. And then what I'm going to go into my shards and just pick a few up and just place them in places that I think I need them. Like so. And then that's that nail. Very shiny. So I'm just going to keep turning it in all directions and make sure it's as flat as I can get it. So there's a bit here sticking up. I'm just going to play around with that until it's flatter. And then it'll make the next step even easier. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp for a full cure. And then while we wait for that, I'm going to do the other nail. And I think for the other nail, just to mix it up a bit, I'm going to do the fade from the top of the nail, so the cuticle area this time. So again, I'm just picking up my product, this gel that I've created on my palette, placing quite a lot of it at the cuticle area. Again, getting some of my shards out my lid and placing them on the top. That's a bit large, I don't want that. And then once I've done that, I'm going to clean off that brush and I'm going to get my ombre brush. Really doesn't want to focus on this nail, does it? Too busy focusing on my thumbnail underneath. Okay, so then we're just gonna again blend it down. Not too bothered about the blend at first, just pulling that product down. And then we'll use my brush to move it around and get it exactly where we want it. That piece is really, really large. And then once I'm happy and everything is where I want it, again, I can pop it into the lamp. There we go, perfect. I'm going to put that in the lamp for a full cure. Then my original one is nice and cured now. So I'm going to get this one and I'm going to put a coat of base coat over every nail. A nice rubber base coat is good for this step. But basically I don't have any spare, so I'm not going to be using a rubber base coat. It's not the end of the world. But a nice thicker base coat is nice. Just because obviously it really goes in between every bit of glitter. So you don't have to really worry about, well, you know, like covering it up. So basically just any clear gel, because we're going to be buffing it a little bit anyway. So it's not the end of the world if it's not base coat. So I'm just going to place this on top. I'm really making sure that that is gone in between every speck of glitter. I'm just placing that all over the nail, making sure it's gone between every bit. And then once that's covered, I'm going to pop it into the lamp. As you can see from a different angle, it's all nice and smooth. But I'm going to pop that in the lamp and I'm going to do the exact same thing with all of the nails. So I'm going to pop a layer of it on both of these as well, because I'm going to give them a quick buff after this step. So obviously if we buff them now, we'd be buffing off some of the glitter and stuff, and we don't want to do that too much. So by having this extra layer over the top, we're already making it smoother. But then when it comes to giving it a buff, we're only going to be buffing smooth that very top layer that we're applying now. We're not going to be buffing off all the glitter that we've just applied, because we want it to be nice and smooth, because no one wants to be walking around with lumpy bumpy nails that catch on everything they wear and stuff like that. And we're going to be doing a bit of stamping on top as well. So we want the stamping to look nice and smooth and not really lumpy. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full 60-second cure, and then once that comes out, I will give them a quick buff off camera. I'm just going to literally use a white buffing block, nothing fancy. Takes 2 seconds, and then once I've done that, we can come back and add some stamping. Let me just show you the plate that I'm going to use. Just going to clean it off so you can see it clearer. So this is what it looks like. It is XYJ28. I think it's just a cheap one off Amazon or something like that. And I'm going to be using these here. Just some snowflakes, really cute and simple. And then, well, yeah, we'll just wait for a sec while I'm waiting for the that coat to cure. I'm going to be using my white Moyu stamping polish. Okay, so my nails are nice and clean and buffed and everything. I've buffed them and then wiped over some acetone just to make sure they're all smooth, and they are really, really smooth. So as you can see, that is such a good way to do a glitter fade, because you really, like, it doesn't make a mess. You can just wipe your, what's it called, your palette straight after. Like, it's just perfect. So we're going to be using these, like I said. I'm going to be using the larger ones here instead of the smaller. So I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to use these two. In fact, I think I'm going to use those 3. I like all of those. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my polish over all of those images. And then scrape off the excess at a 45-degree angle. Roll over. And then I'm going to remove any polish that is on the stamper that I don't want on a nail. And then I'm going to do the full nail first, because I'm going to use all of these on this nail. So I'm going to start with the top image, just so I can use that without disturbing the others. I'm going to pop it down here in this corner. And then I'm going to do this one over here, half on, half off. And I'm going to do this one in this top corner, like so. Just going to pat down those extra bits there. Tuck them bits under. And that's that. And then next up, I'm going to do just one snowflake on the 2 with just half the glitter. Actually, I might do 2. I might use this small one up here and then the larger one as well. So I'm going to go with this one here. Take off the excess on a 45-degree angle again. Pick up my image, remove any excess again. And I'm going to pop this just to the left a little bit. And if I can get it to focus, I'm going to pop it about here. So it's like half on the glitter and half off it. And then I'm going to use this little tiny, what's it called, image here. So only applying the polish to that, so I've got less to clean off. Roll over. Get rid of that. And then I'm going to place him just up here. Not on the glitter this time. Well, maybe just a little bit. So that's that one. Very cute. And then last but not least, we've got this one here. So this time I'm going to use the other one. I'm going to use this. Oh, we need some focus here. I'm going to use this one and the one above the one that I've just used. I'm just going to go over that. Scrape off any excess. Pick up the image. Get off any that we don't want. I'm going the other side this time, the opposite of the one that I've just done. And we're just going to place that about there. Make sure it's flat. And then last but not least, we're going to get that little image at the top. Pick up that image, take off any excess. And then we can place him down here. So let me just get rid of everything. Okay, then last but not least, all that's left to do is just pop some top coat on. So let's get straight into it because I can't wait to see what these look like. The white's not going to be majorly obvious because obviously the glitter behind it is very glittery, but that's what we want. We want like subtle winter. But look how beautiful that is. Obviously you can do this with whatever colours you want. You can do different colour background, different colour glitter, different colour snowflakes. This is a really versatile design and looks just really fab in any colour. Look at those flakes. Those shards are so sparkly. I'm using a top coat that isn't actually like for the gel that I've used underneath, which is why it's having a few difficulties. But it's fine. We'll go with it. If I cure it quick enough, it'll all be fine. But yeah, I'm really loving how these are turning out. They're so pretty. And then last but not least, this is one we've all been waiting for because it's got loads of glitter on it. How stunning is that? Those ultra soft shards come in so many different colours from Sparkle Supplies UK and they are absolutely gorgeous. Like all of them are just beautiful. But anyway, we're going to wait for that to cure fully for all of them and then I will show you what they look like at the end. So here is the finished look. I absolutely love how they turned out. I'm trying to get them like nice and in the light for you to see how sparkly they are, but it's just not, yeah, it's not doing them justice, but they are absolutely beautiful. Let me know whether this is the type of design that you would like to wear or not, and whether this is your colour scheme or how you'd wear it. I'd personally love it in blues, just because I love blue. But yeah, let me know what you think. I absolutely love how they turned out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye!